Now we got the volume, guys. Sorry about that. Now we officially have volume. Welcome back to No Filter MMA, guys. Make sure my headsets are working right. Okay, wait a minute. Anyway, my headset tripping. But anyways, guys, welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another live stream, guys. Come in, come join. Let's have a good conversation here, man. I know a few of you been wanting to catch your boy live. Now's your time. Now is your time to catch your boy live. A lot of y'all been has a whole lot to say. Now's the time to say it. But anyways, guys, some news going around that I want to talk to you guys about. Keep you guys updated. Bring some of these, bring some of these topics to light. So let's talk. So first off, you have Zabit versus Yair Rodriguez. Okay. Now, a lot of people are the only thing that you hear when people talk about Yair Rodriguez, you hear about the loss to Frankie Edgar, guys. Listen, Frankie Edgar is one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time, guys. He was the greatest of all time. So you can say what you want about Frankie Edgar, man. Frankie Edgar is one of the greatest mixed martial arts and multiple division champion. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't take anything away from Yair Rodriguez himself. And now, people keep saying like, "Oh, Yair's a hype job. He's not all that good. He got lucky against the Korean Zombie, or this, and this." And I'm just like, guys, I mean, look at this guy. You guys said he would lose to Jeremy Stevens. Everyone counted him out against Jeremy Stevens. Everybody was like, "Oh, Jeremy Stevens is definitely going to beat Yair Rodriguez." I'm like, guys, how do you guys see that? How do you guys see that Jeremy Stevens is just definitely going to beat Yair Rodriguez? Like, people were saying it like it was just like a foregone conclusion. I'm like, it's not a foregone conclusion, guys. I mean, come on, let's be real here. I want this gown. All right, yeah, man. This is people just thinking that like it's a foregone conclusion that Yair Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying, wasn't going to beat Jeremy Stevens. I'm just like, man, guys, Yair is fast. His jiu-jitsu is good. You know what I'm saying? His strikes are powerful. His kicks are well. He's good at managing the distance. But in this fight, so is Zabit. So, it's kind of like, and then, that you have the fight with Calvin Cater, which was a very close fight with Zabit, and so I feel like the brawl is something that is a weakness for Zabit. If you try to be technical with Zabit, Zabit gonna beat you. If you try to take him down, he's gonna stuff your takedowns. That's just Zabit. That's just how he is. He's a damn good fighter. I think he's only lost what, one, maybe two fights. One fight. That's it. So um, I mean, guys, so you have somebody who can strike with you. You have somebody who can counter your grappling. You have somebody that can do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna be this is like this is a contest of who can be dominant, or it's gonna be the tale of two stories, guys. One of two stories. Either it's gonna be the guy who can impose his will first. Um, let's see, the guy who can impose his will first, or the guy who can survive the best, who can survive and keep the pace and stay strong through the hell, who can survive the hell, who can survive the hell of each other, who can survive the hell of Yair Rodriguez, who can survive the hell of Zabit Magomed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's a testament of will in this fight, and I just feel like, when you look at the and you look at if you look and see who's more technical, man, if you look at who you think? Who I think? If I look at who I think is more technical, and who I think is going to be able to get the job done, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm biased here. I'm looking at Yair Rodriguez, but I'm not just saying it because I'm a fan. I'm saying it because Yair Rodriguez is a damn good fighter, and people don't give him that kind of credit. People don't give Yair Rodriguez the credit. Okay, so let's look at Yair. Let's do a resume test here. Let's do a resume test on Yair Rodriguez. Let's see. Resume test on Yair Rodriguez. Okay, 2 losses. Jeremy Stephens, he beat him. Then he had the no contest. He beat the Korean Zombie, who everybody was riding high on. Everybody was riding high on the Korean Zombie, and Yair finished him with probably one of the best knockouts in UFC history. BJ Penn, Alex Caceres, Touchy Feely, Dan Hooker, Charles Rosa. Let's see. I mean, what is this exhibition? Okay, not his Ultimate Fighter fights. I'm not looking at those, but since he's been in the UFC, guys, he's beat Dan. Like I said, he's beat Dan Hooker, Touchy Feely, Alex Caceres, BJ Penn, 2 former champions, BJ Penn and Frankie Edgar, 2 former champions. Chang Sung Jung and Jeremy Stephens. Y'all, that is a hell of a resume, if you ask me. That's a hell of a resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people talk about it. I mean, now let's look at Yair. I mean, let's look at Zabit's resume. Let's do a quick resume test on Zabit. Zabit Magomed Sharapov. Now, since coming into the UFC, okay, so he's had less UFC experience than Yair. We all knew that. He's beat Mike Santiago, Shaman Moraes, Kyle Botniak, Brennan Davis, Jeremy Stephens, and Calvin Kattar. Now that's a strong resume, but it's not as strong as the beat. I mean, it's not as strong as Yair's resume. It's nowhere close to Yair's resume. Mm-mm. Oh my God. Is my thing that loud? Am I echoing? Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. Sorry, homies. Let's see. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back online? Yes, we are back online. Sorry about that. Guys, I was holding down the airplane mode button on my computer and it got rid of the connection. Sorry about that, people. My people, I am back. But to me, the resumes just don't compare, man. I mean, Yair Rodriguez, he has 2 former world champions under his belt. I mean, it's just kind of like, people are so high on Zabit, man. And I get being high on Zabit. I get it. He has an exciting fight style. He finishes guys. He's great. Sorry, guys. I had to get something to drink, but like I was saying, guys, um, like I was saying, he has an exciting fight style. He finishes guys. He goes out here guns blazing, 100%. I get why people love Zabit so much. Zabit's great, but when you're talking about in comparison, you know what I'm saying, to Yair Rodriguez is kind of looking at veteran status a little bit. With 2 former champions under his belt, I don't care what stage in his career in their careers they were, guys. That's the first thing people say. Well, he fought this and that. Guys, he beat 2 former world champions. He beat 2 former world champions. Marcus Bell in the building. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming through, big homie. You know what I'm saying? But people, they rag on Yair. I'm like, yo, Yair has way more experience and he's fought way tougher opponents than Zabit. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's like, oh, Zabit. Yeah, Zabit's great. And Zabit may go in here and win this fight, guys. I'm not saying he can't. We've seen Yair Rodriguez beaten before. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I see that happening, guys. Look at their last fights. Look at both of their last fights. Calvin Kattar with Zabit, that's a long time ago. The fight that Yair had with Jeremy Stevens was much more recent than the fight with Calvin Kattar. That fight was a long time ago. So you got to factor that in there. I think maybe Zabit had an injury. I'm not exactly sure. I think I remember reading something about Zabit having an injury. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Marcus Bell, go ahead and hit that comment section, man. What you think about that savage performance the other week? Jillian Robinson versus Courtney Casey. Oh boy. Oh boy. But yeah, guys, Zabit, man. I'm torn. I'm sort of kind of torn in that fight, but then again, I'm sort of kind of not torn in that fight because you know what I'm saying. I just feel like Yair Rodriguez can win that fight. Um, I feel like it's safe to say that. Like that's not far fetched to say that Yair Rodriguez walks away. And I think that if Yair Rodriguez goes out here and beats Zabit, no matter what way that he beats Zabit, you got to throw Yair in that conversation up there with Volkanovski and Max Holloway and Brian Ortega, Korean. He's already beat the Korean Zombie, so you gotta throw Yair in that conversation. Of course, they're already trying to throw Zabit in that conversation, and they try to throw Khabib in title conversation, and then turn around and say Yair Rodriguez doesn't deserve to be there. That's just wild. That's bizarre to me, man. That's just bizarre. That's bizarre that people are the way that they are, man, when it comes to these fighters and where these fighters stand and the public, the consensus opinion about where these fighters stand, man. You guys don't give these fighters enough credit, man. Like I said, Yair Rodriguez has two former champions over his belt and a back-to-back fight with one of the toughest guys in the division, and that's Jeremy Stevens. And he you might as well say he beat Jeremy Stevens twice. Good win for Jillian Robinson, but one thing for sure. Oh man, it's always a pullback, Marcus Bell. It's always a pullback, man. There's always a but. There was a but when Montana De La Rosa won. There's a but when Jillian Robinson wins. Oh, there's always going to be a but with those girls, man. No matter how good those girls go out there and look, it's always going to be a but with them, man. But anyways, so the next fight that's upcoming, guys, that I want to talk about was the return of the Ultimate Fighter. The Ultimate Fighter is back, guys. I'm excited. I've always loved the Ultimate Fighter. People talk shit about the Ultimate Fighter. I fucking loved it. People are like, oh, the I read today where someone said, the days of living in a house together on reality television are is kind of outdated. I mean, do you still not? What I mean, do you not see shows like Jersey Shore still going on? I mean, like, come on, man. I mean, that's still relevant nowadays. And the Ultimate Fighter, fuck yes. For me, the Ultimate Fighter was always a way that like UFC could expand to the people who like it can kind of be like a crossover type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like those people who like reality shows like that where people are staying in a house, and only thing you don't even have TV or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You have to the different personalities have to mesh and the different people have to mesh with each other. You have to learn to live with other people and such a high energy sport like cage fighting, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like like I fucking love it. Like I love all these fighters in the house, living in the house. I love it, man. I love it. There's fights every week. It's fucking awesome. I mean, it's fucking awesome. I love the Ultimate Fighter and always have loved the Ultimate Fighter. I've watched every single season of the Ultimate Fighter. So yeah, I'm definitely on team Ultimate Fighter, and it looks like the coaches are going to be my boy Borrachinha, Paulo Costa, guys. The Eraser is going to be a coach versus Israel Adesanya, guys. And of course, what that's going to lead up to, and which they're probably already filming right now, guys. I mean, let's think. I mean, if they've already talked about it, they've already filming. We're just now hearing the scrappy beginnings of it. Um, yeah, man, I'm glad that Angela Hill is ranked. I really am, man, because I feel like Angela Hill deserves to be ranked, man. And and the way that the UFC, they rank you when they want to rank you, because um, Courtney Casey was ranked number 15, and then Jillian Robertson, like days before the fight with Jillian Robertson, they removed Courtney Casey from the rankings and put Molly McCann in the rankings. So they put Molly McCann in the rankings at number 15 and took Courtney Casey out so Jillian couldn't snatch that spot. So Jillian didn't snatch that spot, and they put a girl that Jillian has already beat at number 15. So that lets you know who they want in the UFC, who they want in the rankings. I mean, how many wins? Let me look on my phone, man. Like, I mean, how many wins does Jillian Robertson have in the UFC? Let me go back. Five, maybe. Let's see. Five finishes. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Jillian Robertson. Let's see. I think Jillian Robertson has five wins in the UFC. If she's got five wins, dude, that's just fucking ridiculous, dude. That's just crazy. Um. Okay, so that's one, two, three, four, five. Emily Whitmire, Molly McCann, Veronica Macedo, Sarah Frodo, Courtney Casey. I mean, I don't even really know what to really say to that, man. Um, yeah, man. And at some point, the UFC should step in. And the UFC shouldn't let affiliates determine who is ranked in these divisions. Um, I don't think the UFC should let them people determine. I think the UFC, the officials, the matchmakers, Dana, um, I think that these guys should be the ones definitely determining the rankings here because Jillian Robertson has five. And we're now okay. When I first started talking about Jillian, we were at one fight in the UFC. One fight. We were at one fight in the UFC. So six fights later, six fights and I mean, excuse me, seven fights and five wins later, we're still in the same spot. Five finishes later, we're still in the same spot. Like I don't understand that. Like if somebody could explain that to me, how Jillian Robertson is not ranked. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's mind blowing. Whether you're impressed with her or not, it shouldn't be a matter of opinion when we're talking about rankings. It shouldn't be whether or not you like a fighter or whether or not you're impressed with a fighter or whether or not that's your favorite fighter or not. That shouldn't determine the rankings. The rankings should be determined on your wins and losses. That's what the rankings should be determined by, your wins and your losses. Not whether or not somebody likes you, dude. If that's the way the rankings are determined, then that's just complete horseshit. That's complete horseshit. If the rankings are determined by how much somebody likes you and how much somebody has impressed you, how much your fight style tickles their booty hole, then that's a huge problem, Marcus Bell. That's a huge problem. Because I mean, and Jillian is content with, she's content with she's content with putting facing whoever they put in front of her. She's totally content with that. She's on board with that. She's cool with that. Also, I see there's a possible trend that's going on in Jillian Robertson's resume. For every two fights she wins, she loses one. Um, Yeah, but who has that stopped from getting into the rankings? I mean, who losing a fight? Who when has that ever stopped anybody from being in the rankings? I mean, Antonina Shevchenko has lost how many fights in the UFC? And how many fights did it take for her to get ranked? One? Dude, I mean, Marcus Bell, you can't be trying to like, I know you can't be trying to like justify this, bro. Like, there's no justification here. I mean, Viviane Araújo leapfrogged through the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she hasn't even had half the amount of fights in the UFC that Jillian Robertson has had. She's had a fraction of the amount of fights in the UFC that Jillian Robertson has had. That's what's funny. That's what's funny. That's real funny. You know what I'm saying? Where does this come from? Where does that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does Viviane Araújo rank? How is Antonina Shevchenko rank? How was okay? How did Montana De La Rosa not move a spot when she beat Mara Romero Borella? Actually, Montana De La Rosa is now ranked number 12. How did Montana De La Rosa go down a spot for beating Mara Romero Borella, but Courtney Casey got put in the rankings in her first fight at flyweight with a win over Mara Romero Borella? But Jillian Robertson has 5 finishes in the UFC. Like, you don't see that, Marcus Bell. Like you don't see that, bro. You don't see that, bro. I mean, you don't. I can't be sitting here talking horse shit, bro. Like I mean, like I can't be talking horse shit, bro. You gotta see what I'm saying. So it is what it is. But right now, you know what I'm saying. Jillian Robertson is gonna keep snatching necks. She's gonna keep winning fights. I mean, you just can't deny somebody who keeps winning fights. You know what I'm saying? Jillian, out of 7 fights, and you've lost 2 in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Out of 7 fights that you've had in the UFC, you've lost 2. I mean, come on, bro. Now they giving Montana De La Rosa her due justice because Montana De La Rosa went on that win streak. She had that 3 fight winning streak. Um, you know what I'm saying? She had that fight with the Ultimate Fighter fight, and then she had the Rachel Ostovich fight, then she had the Nadia Kassem fight. De La Rosa went on that same streak that Jillian Robertson went on. You know what I'm saying? They were tied for most wins in the division at one point. You know what I'm saying? Jillian Robertson now holds that record as for most wins in the division. Again, she holds that record. Um, and most finishes as well. But and Montana De La Rosa beat Nadia Kassem, and she got put in the rankings and ain't left the rankings. And she lost the fight. De La Rosa lost the fight. She lost to KGB, and her spot did not move. Then Montana De La Rosa goes out here and wins a fight, and she gets put down a notch. The rankings are just so, man. The rankings, I have nothing for the rankings, man. I have nothing for the rankings, bro. I don't even want to talk about the rankings. I was talking about Costa versus Adesanya. Man, when you get to the when you get to Costa versus Adesanya, man, it's just and I've been saying this for a while, guys. I've been saying that these two should have fought each other a long time ago, which I understand the UFC as to why they didn't make them two fight each other right away. But Paulo Costa, guy, listen, Paulo Costa is a fucking murderer. Paulo Paulo Costa is a guy that I mean, guys, I've never listen. I'm never other than Francis Ngannou, man. I've never seen people in those from 170 pounds and up, from welterweight and up, man. Dude, Paulo Costa finishes guys, man. I mean, he finishes guys and he finishes them hard. Like Paulo Costa takes a piece of those guys that he finishes the way he finishes guys. He took a piece of Johnny Hendricks. He took a piece of Uriah Hall, man. He took a piece of those guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who the guy was he fought before that, but dude, Paulo Costa, dude, that's a killer right there, man. And I understand how good Izzy is. You know what I'm saying? Izzy's very good. He's a point fighter. He's starting to sit down on his punches, as we've seen in the Robert Whitaker fight. He's throwing with some power. You know what I'm saying? But the power coming from Izzy, man. Excuse me, guys. Paulo Costa, man. Like we've seen powerful shots. We've seen Paulo hit with powerful shots, man. Hold on, guys. I gotta get something. From Yoel Romero to Uriah Hall hitting him with some power, man. Uriah Hall, Yoel Romero, even Johnny Hendricks, man. Those guys hit Paulo Costa with some hard shots, man. And I'm pretty sure those guys hit a lot harder than Israel Adesanya. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that Johnny Hendricks hits harder than Izzy. I'm pretty sure that Uriah Hall hit and Izzy hit about the same. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that Izzy's gonna be able to hit Paolo with, guys. That's gonna hurt Paolo. I don't think there's anything that Izzy can hit him with unless it's like a kick. Unless it's a kick that he catches and he catches Paolo being reckless. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a clear path to victory for that's a huge advantage for Adesanya are the kicks. You know what I'm saying? He has that dexterity. He has that dexterity. He can throw a kick up there like that, like kind of like Caitlin Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? Um, Holly Holm, Valentina Shevchenko, Yana Kunitskaya. You know what I'm saying? Fighters like that who can that can throw those kicks up there like that, man. Those fighters are extremely dangerous, man. Those fighters are extremely dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because they can catch you angling out, they can catch you on the exit, they can catch you anywhere with those kicks. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be real careful with those people who can throw those kicks like that. And that's to me is like um the biggest problem for Paulo Costa. I don't think it's the pace. I don't think it's the cardio. I don't think it's nothing, man. I think the kicks are the biggest problem for Israel Adesanya. He has a nice spinning back kick, man. Um, he's got a nice long jab, which we know Paulo Costa can get hit with the jab. You know what I'm saying? We know that Uriah Hall showed us that Paulo can get hit with a jab. The thing with Jillian is that Drake could take away her takedown. Yeah, man, but let's talk about fighters in the history, man. That have been predominantly grapplers, and look where it's got them. I mean, Damian Maya. Um, should I keep going? Charles Oliveira. Well, he's good on the feet too. You know, Damian Maya, Matt Hughes. You know what I'm saying? God, these wrestlers, man, these grapplers and these wrestlers, you can't hate on them. You can't. This is mixed martial arts, bro. This is not striking. Is not the precedence. This is mixed martial arts. This is not boxing. It shouldn't be determined on how good you can strike or if somebody can catch you with strikes. Taking you down and dominating you on the ground should count just as much. Being pressed against the cage, being in the clinch, all of that should count. You know what I'm saying? This is mixed martial arts. These are all places that mixed martial arts techniques can happen on the feet, in the clinch, on the ground. You know what I'm saying? This is mixed martial arts. You should be getting scored for everything that you do. It's these judges are fucked up, man. That's what it is, dude. These judges are fucked up. These fighters should be being scored for everything that they do correctly. You know what I'm saying? If they pass the guard, you know what I'm saying? If they get out of a submission attempt, if they do something, anything that they do right, man, they check a kick. You know what I'm saying? They should be getting scored for everything. I think the scoring and judging system is fucked up in mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I just feel like with the Izzy and Paolo, man, I just feel like it's only going to be a matter of time. Okay, I'm going to hit below the belt a little bit. What if Joanna goes to flyweight just to fight Jillian Robertson? Who would win? LOL. I mean, that's a tough question, dude. You have two polar opposite. You have two polar opposite um, styles of fights clashing. That's like asking who would win between Tatiana Suarez and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. That's a fight that could happen. Let's take the heat off Jillian Robinson for a second. Let's take the heat because Jillian Robinson over here winning. So let's not talk about Jillian Robinson. Jillian Robinson is not coming off of a loss here. So let's not use Jillian Robinson as an example. Let's use Tatiana Suarez, who this is a fight that actually could happen. Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Tatiana Suarez. Because I imagine that Tatiana Suarez, they're gonna put somebody else in front of Tatiana before she fights for the belt. So let's say it's Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Who wins between Tatiana Suarez and Joanna Jędrzejczyk? Because I see Tatiana taking Joanna down. No, dude, what makes you say that Joanna will win? What makes you think that Joanna will beat Tatiana Suarez? Like what makes you definitely think that Joanna Jędrzejczyk would beat Tatiana Suarez? You can't say that, bro. You can't just say oh, Tatiana Suarez is gonna win that fight. Loves Kimberly. Oh, you finally made it. You finally made it to a live stream. Look, it's getting ready to snow, y'all. Loves Kimberly finally caught me on a live stream and in the middle of a rant. That's crazy. Finally made it to a live stream. That's crazy. Takedown defense, yeah, but has it who else has been able to stuff Tatiana's um who does Tatiana Suarez? Who has Tatiana not been able to take down? Dude, listen, fighters like Tatiana Suarez and let me think of another Khabib, you know, those Chad Mendez, those type wrestlers, man. You know, when you Kamaru Usman, Kobe Covington, when you get to that level of wrestlers, bro, I mean, you dude, it no matter how good of a striker you are, dude, you know what I'm saying? Those fighters are gonna take you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, those fighters are gonna take you down, dude. Tatiana Suarez included, bro. Tatiana Suarez locks horns with Joanna Jędrzejczyk, bro. It's only a matter of time. It's only gonna be so long that Joanna Jędrzejczyk can jab. She can only jab so many times, dude. Let's see. Tatiana's got long legs too, and she's a submission specialist. Well, I like her over Joanna. You know, that's a good. You know, I see that too. You know, Tatiana Suarez, man. You know, a fighter like Tatiana Suarez, Joanna is. You may think Joanna not worried about being taken down. You know what I'm saying? But think about who has tried. I mean, all the girls that's really tried to take Joanna down. Has any of them been to the level of Tatiana Suarez? Has any is any fighter that's really tried to take Joanna down been a caliber of grappler that Tatiana Suarez is? The answer to that question is no. The answer to that question is no. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Marcus Bell, but the answer to that question is no, bro. No. So if a real grappler, a real powerful wrestler was to go after Joanna Jędrzejczyk, bro. I mean, you know, grappling is a learned thing from Valentina Shevchenko. You know, she was able to take Joanna down. But Valentina didn't really do nothing with the position. She just kind of held her there. That's what Valentina does. You know, she just kind of holds you there. She doesn't work. She doesn't do really much of anything. She just stays in half guard or side control and just stays there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but who's been able to take away Tatiana's wrestling, bro? Who's been able to take away Tatiana Suarez's dude? Tatiana is a powerful, explosive wrestler. She's not. See, that's the differences between her and like Jillian Robertson. Like Jillian Robertson isn't like a explode, powerful, um, takedown artist. Jillian Robinson will pull you or drag you. You know what I'm saying? She'll drag you or pull you down or technique you down to the ground. Versus somebody like Tatiana Suarez will explode and double leg and take you down, will power drive you and take you down. Let's look at these comments. Joanna does have takedown number two, but since her weaknesses were exposed, I think everyone has seen it as well in her division. I just watched her last fight. She got tagged up bad. Yeah, that's true, but I'm not saying Tatiana Suarez will go out here and tag up Joanna the way Weili Zhang did. You never know. Tatiana Suarez could though. If Tatiana Suarez, while she's been nursing this injury and been out, you know what I'm saying? If Tatiana Suarez has learned to cut off the octagon and throw a jab, that's the biggest hole in Tatiana's game. Like the biggest hole in Tatiana's game is she doesn't cut off the octagon. Like she circles with you, and it's kind of weird. Like you guys just kind of twirl around. They just kind of twirl around in circles. Like it's just the way you can tell that Tatiana's not 100%, 1,000% comfortable on her feet. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know how to cut you off and throw that big shot. I want to see Tatiana Suarez, hunt somebody down and throw that big left hand. Now, when Tatiana throws that left hand, we saw it in the Nina Ansaroff fight. Go to the third round. Tatiana popped Nina Ansaroff with that left hand. I saw it. And I was like, okay, Tatiana Suarez has a powerful left hand. If Tatiana can cut off the octagon and throw that big left hand, man, it was a big punch. Tatiana Suarez can punch. She has power in that left hand. You just don't see Tatiana Suarez really care to stay on the feet and strike. You know what I'm saying? She did in the Nina Ansaroff fight just to get more comfortable. And this is what she told me. You know what I'm saying? Just to be more comfortable on her feet. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that cage time on the feet, she chose to stand and trade in round 3. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Tatiana Suarez did too bad in round 3. Nina Ansaroff was starting, for an injured Tatiana Suarez, Nina Ansaroff did start getting the best of her toward the end of that round, but we're talking an injured Tatiana Suarez here. Let's see. Yes, she needs more than a powerful left hand. Marcus Bell, she has more than a powerful right hand. Tatiana Suarez has the best wrestling, arguably the best wrestling in women's MMA. I mean, you can really say that Tatiana Suarez has the best wrestling in women's MMA. You can say that. You can say that. You can say that. And be comfortable and be confident saying that Tatiana Suarez has the best wrestling in women's MMA. Better than Kayla Harrison. I think Tatiana Suarez is a better grappler. A better wrestler than Kayla Harrison. You know what I'm saying? Just rest. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Okay, so then what's your reasoning for Khabib then, Marcus Bell? I want to hear you explain Khabib. Marcus Bell, I want to hear you explain the anomaly that we call Khabib Nurmagomedov. I mean, come on, man. Let's be realistic here, dude. I'm not saying Tatiana Suarez is gonna go out there and beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk, but dude, with a polarizing clash of styles like that, dude, you know what I'm saying? A polarizing clash of styles. You know what I'm saying? You're saying that Tatiana Suarez is not as well rounded as I may think she is. And no, dude, I'm back. I'm back over here, bro. So what would you say? What was I getting ready to fucking say? Okay, so you got to be saying that Joanna Jędrzejczyk is also not as well rounded as Tatiana Suarez. It's not as well rounded as you may think she is. You may think you think Joanna Jędrzejczyk is more well rounded than she is. If you're saying that if Tatiana Suarez gets her down, that she's going to have any chance in getting back up or, you know what I'm saying, dominating. I think that if Joanna Jędrzejczyk ends up under Tatiana Suarez, she ain't getting up. She ain't getting if Weili Zhang ends up under Tatiana Suarez, she's not getting up either. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I don't care. Yeah, she has a takedown defense, but we've still seen Joanna Jędrzejczyk taken down. And if she's got Tatiana Suarez on top of her, bro, she ain't getting back up, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Tatiana Suarez is a different level of wrestling, bro. That's a different level of pressure. That's a different level of somebody being on top of you, bro. Is the way Tatiana Suarez and Khabib do it. The way Tatiana and Khabib do it, bro, you ain't gonna find people like that. And Tatiana is just as good of a wrestler as Khabib. Come on, dude. We've seen Tatiana dominate strikers. We've seen Tatiana dominate wrestlers. We've seen Tatiana dominate well-rounded fighters. I mean, come on, dude. Y'all gotta start giving these people props, man. You know what I'm saying? Like these people don't give these up and coming people enough credit, bro. You know, these people were once up and coming people. The people that y'all put so much clout on, these people were once up and coming people. You gotta scout talent all across, man. And if you saying Tatiana Suarez can't, so are you saying pretty much Marcus Bell? Are you saying that Tatiana Suarez? Okay, there's the thing. History has shown us that JJ, and history has shown us that it's hard to stay on the feet when you're in a fight with Tatiana Suarez. Marcus Bell, Marcus Bell. But Marcus Bell, you saying that Tatiana can't hang at the top of this division? And I know that's what you're saying. That's really what you're saying. You're saying Tatiana Suarez can't hang at the top of 115 pounds. I beg to differ, bro. But dude, history shows that it's hard for fighters to stay on the feet with Tatiana Suarez. Who's been as tall as Joanna though? Most of her opponents have been way shorter. The only opponents of hers that have been way shorter was Viviani, Viviani, I forgot her last name, and Carla Esparza. Nina Ansaroff was the same size as Tatiana Suarez, and Alexa Grasso was the same size as Tatiana Suarez. So no, most of her opponents haven't been a lot smaller than her. There's been girls her size. Nina Ansaroff is, if not the same size or bigger than Tatiana Suarez. So yeah. Or is she just hunchback? Who is hunchback? Most of her opponents have been way short. I'm saying that none of them will come to an end. Okay, but you can say the same about Joanna Jędrzejczyk though. She's very one dimensional. Joanna's very one dimensional. She's not well rounded. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, homie. Tatiana Suarez is a huge threat at 115 pounds, bro. Tatiana Suarez is a huge threat at 115 pounds. And as much as y'all gonna drag me for saying this, but Mackenzie Dern gonna be a big threat too. I think Mackenzie Dern should face Kay Hansen next, man. Oh, I loves Kimberly. I think Mackenzie Dern should fight Kay Hansen. I think Mackenzie Dern would clip Kay Hansen up in that octagon, boy. Because Kay Hansen, I can see them making that fight because Kay Hansen is young and whatever. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. So I can see the Dern and I can see the Dern Hansen fight happening. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Kimberly. Meh at Mackenzie. Marcus Bell. See, Marcus Bell, you know what? You something like a troll, Marcus Bell. You gotta be, dude. Bro, you gotta be something like a troll, bro. You saying, dude, you're saying meh to Jillian Robinson. You're saying meh to Montana De La Rosa. You're saying meh to Tatiana Suarez. Now you're saying meh to Mackenzie Dern. Bro, people. What's the problem with Mackenzie Dern now? What's the problem with Mackenzie Dern, bro? What did Mackenzie Dern do wrong this time? Go out and look phenomenal in her last fight. What did Mackenzie Dern do wrong this time? Oh God, Marcus Bell, just answer me. What did Mackenzie Dern do wrong, bro? Yeah, Tatiana should be good with you, man. That's the future champion. Telling you, dude, she's the future champion of that division, bro. It's gonna be, and when Tatiana get that belt, it's gonna be hard for them girls to get that belt away from Tatiana's forehead. Oh no, she doesn't, dude. She beat Ashley Yoder by decision. Then she beat Ashley Yoder by decision. What else do you want? What else do you want from Mackenzie Dunn? Do you think she shouldn't go out? But dude, she's a jujitsu girl. What do you expect? Dude, what do you expect from a jujitsu girl? She's a heavy-handed jujitsu girl. What do you expect? Oh my God, Marcus Bell. I'm really impressed with Jillian handling the striking of Courtney Casey. There you go, Kimberly. She blanketed Courtney. I was impressed. Not that I didn't know how good she already was. Loves Kimberly, man. You know, loves Kimberly. That's why I vibes with you. I really do, girl, because I mean, you think logically. Marcus Bell is just, I don't know what his problem is. Dude, Ashley Yoder did not win that. Oh, I gotta go get my Gatorade. Hold on. Dude, Marcus Bell, I respect you, man. I respect your opinion. And I respect the things that you say, Marcus Bell. And I appreciate you rolling with No Filter MMA. I do, Marcus Bell. No, no, straight up, Marcus Bell. I really do. I really do appreciate your support, man. But man, you say some off the wall stuff sometimes, man. You do, Marcus Bell. Marcus Bell, it's all out of love, it's all out of respect. But you say some off the wall stuff sometimes, man. You do. Dude, she did not win that fight. She did not win that fight. Nowhere close to winning that fight. Mackenzie Dern won that fight. Mackenzie Dern definitely won that fight. Um, you know, Marcus Bell Marcus Bell know I'm the king of tangent. Yes, I am. Yes, Marcus Bell, you're right. I am smoking, but I ain't talk. But I'm not crazy. Mackenzie Dern did not lose that fight to Ashley Yoder, bro. She won that fight. She won. She beat Amanda Bobby Cooper. You know, she lost. That's the way she lost to Amanda Rebus. That's a loss. That's a loss. She looked lost in there. She looked lost in there. You know what I'm saying? But this fight with Hannah Cyphers, bro, man, Mackenzie Dern cleaned Hannah Cyphers out. She cleaned Hannah Cyphers out, bro. Her hands were sharp. Of course, her jiu-jitsu was sharp. Mackenzie Dern, that's the sharpest hands I've ever seen from Mackenzie Dern was in the fight with Hannah Cyphers. I mean, it was clean, pinpointed. It wasn't wild shots, which the wild shots have worked in Mackenzie Dern's favor. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of striker that she is. She throws those big punches because she has the power. Mackenzie Dern has that type of power at 115 pounds. But Mackenzie Dern is learning to pinpoint that power because she hit Hannah Cipher so damn hard, man, when she threw that 1-2. I thought Hannah Cypher's knees was about to break, man. Hannah Cyphers had to shake that off. She had to shake that off. She had to shake that 1-2 off, man, because Mackenzie Dern back. I was like, man, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that 1-2 that Mackenzie Dern landed on Hannah Cyphers? Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh. And she throws heat, man. And I feel like Kay Hansen, man, you know, very slow, very robotic, very open, very square, very wide with her shots. You know, and she's a jujitsu girl. You know, and I would hope to God she doesn't try to go in here and if she got a fight with Mackenzie Dern, I would hope Kay Hansen would not try to go in here and play jujitsu with Mackenzie Dern because she loses that fight 10 times out of 10. Exactly. Hannah Cyphers has a big right hand. Hannah Cyphers is a solid striker. She's a good striker. You know what I'm saying? And Mackenzie Dern looked right. Mackenzie Dern looked right past that shit. But Mackenzie Dern versus Kay Hansen, man, that to me, will be another shutout, man. I feel like Mackenzie Dern wins that fight on the ground, and Mackenzie Dern wins that fight on the feet 100%. You know what I'm saying? Mackenzie Dern on the feet against a slow, square. Like Kay Hansen looked like Priscilla Cachoeira out there. Nothing against Cachoeira. I like Cachoeira. I like the fact that Cachoeira ain't trying to be nothing that she ain't. She's a brawler. So when she comes into a fight, she tries to brawl. You know, she sticks true to it. I like that. But just the way that Priscilla Cachoeira brawls, like the way she moves, that's how Kay Hansen moves. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Kay Hansen will get pieced up in there, dude. Because Ji Young Frey was piecing her ass up in that fight. Ji Young Frey was piecing her ass up from top to bottom in that damn fight. Telling you, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, man. I feel like Paulo Costa. I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about, man. I think Paulo Costa beats Adesanya. I think Yair beats Zabit. Um, I was getting ready to segue into Rose and Andrade, but I think Rose will beat Andrade this time for sure. That's a big fight at 115 pounds. Another big fight at 125 pounds is Jennifer Maia versus Adarujo. That's a big fight. Um, if Adarujo wins this fight, you know what I'm saying? Uh, she could be looking at a title shot. They were leapfrogging her anyway, so really all she needs is one big win, one more win at the top of that division. They're gonna put her in there with Valentina. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like I feel like Valentina's gonna beat Joanne Calderwood. Yeah, he has been injured though, but dude, when you got a fighter like Pal, nah, dude, he was injured. He fought Yoel Romero, bro. Oh no, he was injured after the Yoel Romero fight. Was he injured after that fight? Yeah, he was injured after that fight. Yeah, but he's much better now. He's much better now. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, um, I feel like Valentina will beat Joanne Calderwood, and if she beats Joanne Calderwood and Viviane Araújo beats Jennifer Maia, then it'll be Araújo versus for sure to be Araújo versus either Lauren Murphy or I mean it'll be either like Araújo versus Murphy or Murphy versus Valentina or if um Araújo versus Valentina. It'll be one of those. And I feel like Lauren Murphy beating Roxanne Modafferi was huge. Now the question is like, who does Roxanne Modafferi fight next? Like a fight that I could see happening with Roxanne Modafferi would be Montana De La Rosa. Uh, dude, I'm gonna loves Kimberly. I'm gonna laugh if Calderwood wins. That'll be crazy, dude. That'd be crazy. I'm gonna buy everyone around the bar. Yeah, I'd go. It'd be crazy if she beat Valentina. No chance that JoJo wins that fight. You never know. Her Muay Thai may come through for her. She is trained in Muay Thai. She has been training in Muay Thai just about as long as Valentina has. So that's something to consider when you're talking about JJ Aldrich as an opponent. Um, People talk about her speed, but you gotta look at fighters like Sabina Mazo. Sabina Mazo is not very fast, but Sabina Mazo is effective. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought Sabina Mazo lost that fight to JJ Aldrich just, because of how slow she looked. Like her punches and knees were coming slowly, but they were landing and they were doing a lot of damage. They were doing a lot of damage. So it's crazy, if you look at that fight, that's an intriguing fight. Joanne Calderwood versus Valentina Shevchenko is very intriguing. That's a good fight. It's a good, 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 good fight. I actually think, as much as I want to stab myself in the face for saying this, but I think that Adarujo versus Valentina is a good fight. Um, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to slap myself in the face for saying that, but I do believe that Adarujo versus Valentina is a good fight as well. Lauren Murphy, not so much. I don't think Lauren Murphy presents much of a challenge to Valentina Shevchenko. I really don't. Um, if Roxanne Modafferi fights Montana De La Rosa, they make that kind of a matchup that puts De La Rosa, if she wins, in that spot. You know what I'm saying? De La Rosa. I mean, let's just talk realistically here. Um, let's talk realistically. I mean, Montana De La Rosa could fight somebody. She's ranked number 12, y'all. She could fight somebody. Number 5, number 6. She could realistically fight somebody like that. So it's like, who for one, who would it be? And if it was Roxanne Modafferi, if she beat, and I would see Montana beating Roxanne Modafferi, and if Montana beats Roxanne Modafferi, that puts her right up in there with the likes of, you know, what's her name, Lauren Murphy and Jennifer Maya and Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? It puts right up in there. Dude, you can't, dude. Why do you say that, bro? Like, that doesn't make any sense when you say Montana De La Rosa, my butt. Like, why? Why, dude? She's a ranked opponent. She's a ranked flyweight. You got to talk. If you got a number beside your name, you got to talk about all of them. Well, like, what? Loves Kimberly. Am I not right? Do you not have to? If you're talking about a division, and you got to be talking about ranked opponents, and especially in a division as wide open as 125, you have to talk about ranked opponents, bro. Stop, Marcus Bell. Stop trolling, man. You know that shit gonna draw a reaction out of me. Stop trolling me, Marcus Bell. God damn it. I mean, you got to talk about that. So Macy Barber is out of the question right now. So who, De La Rosa could very well fight Alexis Davis or Roxanne Modafferi, or she could get that big fight. She needs that big fight. She definitely needs that big fight. So the next big fight for her, realistically, is going to be a big fight. I feel like the next fight for Jillian Robertson is also going to be a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Them making I could see them making Alexis Davis versus Jillian Robertson to try to give Alexis Davis a win. Montana also brings a lot to this division. I don't know how she wouldn't be a part of the conversation. Loves Kimberly. What? I don't understand why she would not be a part of the conversation. Thank you, Loves Kimberly. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's logical thinking. Montana De La Rosa brings a lot to this division. I don't know how she wouldn't be a part of the conversation. That is the perfect comment. That is the perfect comment. Loves Kimberly. I love it. I love it. I loves Kimberly. I loves Kimberly. So, I mean, I can see them trying to give Alexis Davis a pick me up fight, a fight that she can win. You know what I'm saying? And why wouldn't they feed her Jillian Robinson? This is the point in time when with a fight like that. This is the point in time where Jillian Robinson can play gatekeeper. Jillian can play gatekeeper in this fight and snag that victory over Alexis Davis, because people are gonna Alexis Davis is gonna come in the favorite. People are gonna be saying, "Oh, Alexis Davis is gonna win that fight." You know what I'm saying? And then she gets in there with Jillian Robertson, and it's a whole nother ball game. If the girls are counting her out, she's gonna slip in and surprise the girls. Let them keep ignoring her, though. Exactly, Loves Kimberly. Let the general consensus keep ignoring that Montana De La Rosa is ranked in this division. Let them keep ignoring it. Go ahead, keep ignoring it. Keep ignoring it. Keep ignoring it. Keep ignoring it, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Dude, Marcus Bell. When we see that, I can't wait to the day. If Valentina stays champion, I can't wait to the day when we see fight announcement. Valentina Shevchenko to defend her title against Montana De La Rosa. Dude, it's gonna happen. I see it. I feel it. I know it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Look what happened with Nico. Look what happened with Nico. Look what happened with Nico. Nobody thought Nico was gonna win tough. They had Jillian Robinson ranked dead last on Tough. Jillian Robinson was ranked dead last, and then one number up from her was fucking Nico Montano. You know what I'm saying? Like they had Jillian Robinson ranked dead last on the Ultimate Fighter, man, which was wild. You know what I'm saying? I guess it played out, you know what I'm saying, because she lost in the first round to Barb Bonchak. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, yeah, Marcus Bell. I don't see Nico. Um, you mean Montano as in Nico or Montana? Marcus Bell. Clarify that. Clarify that. Are you talking about Montana or Nico Montano? Let's clear that up, Marcus Bell. Let's write that again so I know that you meant what you meant, right? Write that again for me, Marcus Bell. Are you talking about Montana? Oh yeah, see, I felt like you were talking about Montana, bro. There are so many winnable fights at 125 pounds. I feel like Montana beats Roxanne Modafferi. I feel like a barn burner at 125 pounds would be Montana versus Caitlin Chukagian. That's a barn burner. That's a barn burner right there. I feel like that'll be one of them back and forth, nitty gritty fights. You know what I'm saying? Dude, there's a lot of when dude Montana. It not only does Montana bring a very dominant wrestling game, she brings a very rudimentary striking game. And the reason I say rudimentary is because Montana De La Rosa keeps it simple. She keeps it simple. You don't see Montana De La Rosa throwing wild overhand rights. You don't see Montana De La Rosa, you know what I'm saying, throwing crazy shots. You see Montana De La Rosa sticking a jab. Okay, you see Montana De La Rosa throwing an uppercut. You see Montana De La Rosa throwing a check hook. You see Montana De La Rosa throwing a body kick. You know what I'm saying? Her striking is very rudimentary, but she's good at it. Sticking a jab, like Montana, to be a All American, excuse me, a two-time All American wrestler. I mean, not to speak on Montana De La Rosa's credentials, since you think these girls come from nothing of a background, you know what I'm saying? To be a two-time All-American wrestler, another two-time All-American wrestler, Justin Gaethje, champion. Um, you know, Montana sticks a good jab, and she's good at using that jab. She's good at maintaining the distance, and she has a powerful right hand. We all seen how she dropped Marva Mel Barella in the fight, in her last fight. We all saw how she did that. We all seen Marva Mel Barella fall. We all seen it. And if Montana De La Rosa she has a really good boxing coach. I forgot his name. And her boxing coach drills because her boxing coach knows that she has that striking, that she has the basics of the striking, that she uses it very well. She's smart with her striking. Her boxing coach knows that, and she knows how to set it up. She knows how to set up her takedowns perfectly. Montana could be a good C class fighter. No, Marcus Bell. The C class fighters in that division, you're looking at Shauna Dobson. You're looking at Priscilla Cachoeira. You're looking at Molly McCann. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at uh, 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 those two girls that have a fight scheduled. I forgot what their names are. You're looking at Agapova. Those are the C-level fighters at 125 pounds. With what Montana has done in the UFC since she's been in the UFC, she's no that takes her out of that conversation, bro. You know what I'm saying? You talking somebody who's got wins under their belt, bro. Yes, Kimberly. Yes. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You got with what Montana has done in this division. You're not talking about a girl who's fought twice in the UFC. You're talking about a girl who, at one point in the division, was tied for most wins in the division, most finishes in the division. Yeah, Montana is 24. She's young. Jillian's 25. Montana's 24. And then not to mention, guys, not to mention fighters like like Ariane Lipsky. Listen, if Ariane Lipsky gets her shit together, I'm telling y'all, Ariane Lipsky gets her shit together, That's a fucking wrecking ball at 125 pounds. That's a wrecking ball right there. If she can get her cardio and her grappling takedown defense together, Ariane Lipski is a fucking wrecking ball at 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But you talking about, I mean, you putting that bad sea level stamp on girls, Marcus Bell, who have fought tooth and nail in this division to put respect on their name. Jillian Robinson deserves respect on her name. Jillian Robinson deserves respect if nobody else deserves respect. You know what I'm saying? This girl been clawing it out. This girl been losing fights. You know what I'm saying? This girl got beat up by Macy Barber, got submitted by Myra Bano Silva, choked out Molly McCann, choked out Veronica Macedo, turned Emily Whitmire into a motherfucking pretzel, fucking sliced up Sarah Froda's face, fucking grinded Courtney Casey to the damn near decision in the last 30 seconds of the fight, lock up a damn Hail Mary rear naked choke. Dude, listen, Jillian Robinson has earned her stripes. De La Rosa has earned her stripes. De La Rosa beat up Rachel Ostovich. You know what I'm saying? Beat up Christina Mars. Demolished Nadia Kassem. You know, like Nadia Kassem was no competition for Montana De La Rosa at all. You know what I'm saying? And then she went to war with KGB. She went to war. That was a close fight. She went to war with KGB. You know what I'm saying? And she came out on the losing end of that stick. And then she comes out and dominates Mara Ramel Barella, who was floating around in the motherfucking rankings when she shouldn't have been anywhere near the damn rankings. Nowhere near the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Dude, thank you, man. Listen, man. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that, homegirl. But, you know what I'm saying? Marcus Bell, you got, man, y'all better take notice, man. I'm telling you. I've been trying to yawn. You can yawn all you want to, man. You can yawn all you want to, but don't say I didn't take. I didn't. I don't say I didn't. I ain't told you so. I do like Jillian Robinson. She's definitely a humble fighter. I love her cat. Yeah. Now her cat story is so interesting, man. Like she told that story on my podcast. Did you catch that, Kimberly? Did you catch when she told the story? Um, that the cat walked past the gym one day and Jillian went outside and the cat ran up to her. So Jillian was like, she found me. You know, I didn't find her. She found me. So that's a really, really, really good story. I love that. Jillian is awesome, and she's an awesome person. Um, but one thing you can't say, Marcus Bells, you can't say that Montana De La Rosa didn't earn her spot in the rankings. You can't say that. And Jillian Robinson is overdue for her spot in the rankings. Montana De La Rosa earned her spot, and Jillian Robinson is overdue for her spot. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. You know, I can't argue with that. Um, Real quick, guys, I'm hearing rumors about my girl Kat Zingano. Woo, woo wee, woo wee, woo wee. My girl Kat Zingano. I ain't gonna talk much about that, guys, until the rumors get a little more solidified. I'm hearing that Kat Zingano could be facing one of two people. I'm hearing that Kat Zingano could be facing, um, she could be facing Julia Budd. And that's it. No, I try to catch up on videos, but I get busy myself. She's like Rose. She wants to choke a chick from behind. Plus, you can see how much she was working on her ground game. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, Ghost Kimberly. But Kat Zingano could be fighting Julia Budd, or they're thinking about putting Kat Zingano in right in with Chris Cyborg and in a title fight. And Kat Zingano is, I don't know if you guys have been following Kat Zingano, but she got her breast implants removed. That's what was fucking up Kat Zingano. Kat Zingano looks better than ever, man. Like, I mean, it's kind of crazy to see this kind of time turn back for Kat Zingano. You know what I'm saying? But Kat Zingano has really filled out to 145 pounds. Yeah, I need them to use Olga Rubin too, man. I like to see Olga Rubin fight. She's very exciting, man. Olga Rubin is very exciting. I love watching her fight because she just goes at it and goes for it. You can't get any better than Olga Rubin. You gotta love Olga Rubin. But De La Rosa better not allow Mark De La Rosa to. I know, man. Mark, I don't know, man. I like Mark though, man. I like Mark. Kat Zingano needs her rematch with several girls for sure. Yes, she does, and Amanda Nunes included. Um, but Kat Zingano, man, she's really filled out to 145 pounds. She looks good. I thought she looked good at 145 against Megan Anderson. Kat she looked like a real featherweight in there. You know what I'm saying? Like Kat Zingano looked like a real featherweight when she was in there with Megan Anderson. So, Kat Zingano was ready, man. She said yes to both fights. Is what I'm hearing. Um, you know, Kat Zingano versus Chris Cyborg for the Bellator featherweight title may be what we get. And that's a good fight. That's a healthy 100% Kat Zingano, guys. Is a good Kat Zingano. Dana don't want Kat to get back in the ring with Amanda. Yep, funny how they want to leave that part out when talking about Amanda. Exactly. Yep. Yep, they leave out her cat. They leave out that lost to Kat Zingano. Yep, they sure do. They sure do. But Kat Zingano, man, you know, I Kat Zingano made that move. I think she made the move to Bellator before Chris Cyborg did. I can't remember the timeline, the timetable there. I believe she did. Yeah, because Cyborg fought Felicia Spencer. So yeah, I feel like Kat Zingano, man. I was rooting for her. I was seeing her. I was seeing her um, fighting for the belt at Bellator, anyways. Whether it was a Chris Cyborg or no Chris Cyborg, you know what I'm saying? I've seen Kat Zingano getting that title shot anyway, just because of who she is. Kat Zingano got a following. You know what I'm saying? Kat Zingano brought a lot of fans to Bellator. You know how many people gonna be watching when Kat Zingano makes her Bellator debut? Whether it's against Cyborg or whether it's against Bud or Ruben or whoever it is, um, a lot of people gonna be watching Kat Zingano. So uh, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited, guys. That's really all I got to talk about tonight. I've talked about everything. Marcus Bell. I'm not gonna keep arguing with you about Montana De La Rosa. I'm not. I'm just really not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep arguing with you about Montana De La Rosa, dude. You know the truth. You know what it is. Yeah, I need Cat back in the ring too. Oh, Arpit Singh, man, you caught me on the tail end, my Arpit Singh, man. Arpit Singh, man, I hate that you caught me on a tail end. Loves Kimberly, I am so glad though that you were able to finally catch me on a live stream. Loves Kimberly, I think this is maybe like the second time, first or second time. I think it might be the first time. I don't know. But I'm Reggie the Tree. Oh man, everybody coming in when I'm getting ready to get off. Man, that's crazy. Reggie the Tree in the building. I'm glad I caught you too, which I always love, and this was fun. Yeah, absolutely, it was fun, Kimberly. Reggie the Tree is now in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Reggie the Tree, you don't missed it, man. Me and Marcus Bell. I didn't have to school Marcus Bell. You know what I'm saying? Because Marcus Bell always got some slick shit to say. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be 100 with Marcus Bell as, because Marcus Bell try to sneak dish you and shit. And I see that sneak diss and shit coming from a mile away, Marcus Bell, just so you know, homie. I'm just playing, man. Much love, homie. I always appreciate you guys coming through, guys. I do. You guys see the T-shirt fun up in the top right corner. Um, I do have, I do have the shirts made. I just have to ship them. So, shipping. I have to ship all across the United States, and I have to ship to the UK. I have to make three. I have three different shipments to the UK. So, um, I accepting all donations. You guys, you don't. I'm not saying you have to give anything if you don't want to. But I am opening that up because I do have my no filter MMA shirts made, and all the fighters that I've interviewed, everybody is getting a shirt. So it's like that's a lot for shipping, especially to the UK. And there's a lot of other things that are going along with it. It's not just a shirt I'm sending out. Water bottle with my logo on it. Um, stuff like that. I'm sending out a couple of things with them so that they can have that. Um, just kind of like a token of appreciation for coming on my podcast. I'm gonna be sending it out to the Mearns twins over in the UK, Scott Butters over in the UK, Leah Letts and uh, God, who else? Jillian Robertson, Alan Crowder, everybody that I've ever interviewed, Eric Anders, Dean Thomas, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody. Robert Henry, oh, where have you guys been? Where have you guys been? Where have you guys been? Where have you guys been, man? I have been on this live for what 2 hours now, almost 2 hours, and you guys are just now coming in. Man, we've had a good discussion too, right, Marcus Bell? We had a good discussion, didn't we, Marcus Bell? This is the funnest thing in the world, guys. My next live stream, guys. I try to do these live streams. I try to do these live streams as often as I can, guys. But work, man, you get bogged down at work. Um, I get busy. I do the video shorts. I keep those up, but the live streams, like I actually have to sit down in front of the computer and do a live stream. Um, so let me see if I can put this back up here right quick. Uh, Let me see real quick. Let's see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all see me? Yeah, y'all can see me. No, I'm trying to fix this thing, y'all. But anyway, no, guys. Yeah, it's hard to do this shit when I have to sit down and do it, and it's just like I don't ever have time to do that. So you guys jump on whenever you can. I will be back, guys. I will do a live stream. Try to do these once a week. You guys really should catch the live streams though when I have the guys from Bloody Canvas MMA, like straight up guys. If you guys just go listen to a couple of minutes of when through my videos where it says featuring Bloody Canvas MMA. Um, well, Marcus Bell, she did, and Jillian did call out Antonina Shevchenko, so I do see that in the very near future. And that's a good fight, Jillian Robinson versus Antonina Shevchenko. Like whoever wins this fight is, if Jillian wins this fight, she emerges as a contender. Like you can't doubt her if she goes out here and beats Antonina Shevchenko. You know, arguably, one of the two best strikers in the world. Reggie the Tree, man, I appreciate that. I will put those funds up, man, to show who sent what for sure. I will put that up. I will keep that there for sure. And I plan on doing this within the next month or so. So get these shirts out. But yeah, guys, you guys should really catch the live streams when I feature those guys. Those guys know what the fuck they talking about. Those guys talk good MMA. They talk really, really, really good MMA, guys. So when you see the live notifications with featuring Bloody Canvas, tune into that because we have a fucking great time here on No Filter MMA. So for sure, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go to the store still. I got shit to do. So you guys be careful and y'all be easy. And until next time, my friends, y'all be safe out here in this zombie land. All right, I'm out.